It can sometimes be frustrating or upsetting to people that are caregiving every day, or many many hours out of your day and working or taking care of your kids or your husband or whoever you have to take care of. It's a lot. It's 24/7. It's a lot of work. And when somebody comes in from out of town, it's hard because somebody might say, well, how come you didn't do this way, or how come you didn't do this? I remember when my dad had went into the hospital, and he went in many times because he had COPD and he had a lot of troubles or issues with his breathing, and he was getting pneumonia a lot, and he was really having difficulty with um, you know recuperating quickly enough. So he would go back in the hospital, get all kinds of breathing treatments, get prednisone, get different things, treatments and stuff, and then they'd send him back home. And then the pneumonia sometimes would take a long time for him to recoup from. But what happens is, when somebody says to you, your daughter's a nurse, why didn't she tell you you need to do this? Like rinse your mouth out after you did the inhaler because now you have, yeast, or you have this going on and you have all these mouth sores and blah, blah, blah. And I always told people, look, I might have been a nurse, but I really want to be there for my dad as myself, as his daughter. And I pick and choose what I can and can't do, because if you nag your loved one too much about everything, did you do this? Did you do that? Then your loved one is going to feel like you're robotic and you're just being that nurse, or you're just being that medical person. And they want you to be their family. They want you to hold their hand. They want you to spend those special moments. So we don't want to get overreactive and, be accusatory to people, because what happens is it can cause a lot of friction between you and your siblings or the other caretakers. You always want to have that, hey, I do this part, you do this part, but you know what? The medical people, that's them. They're the medical people. You guys do the medical stuff. You can only do so much as a daughter or a son if you are in the medical field, and you don't want all that pressure. So you don't want to hound, you don't want to nag, you want to be good to your loved one. You want to inspire them. You want to have good energy and be positive, and just be there for them. Sit there beside them when they need you the most, because those are the moments that mean the most to them, is that spending of that quality time. So just make sure that, you set your parameters, what you are and aren't going to do, or what somebody else is going to do, and what the medical people are going to do as well. Because when they know that, oh, you worked over here, you did this, and then they start, saying, well, why don't you do this way? Or, you say to your brother, hey, Mike, why did you do this way? Well, you don't want to say that, because it's kind of not nice to say, because everybody's working hard and everybody's trying. Just say, hey, it's a lot easier if we do this way. It'll take less of your time, or it'll take less of your energy, or, it might be a little bit easier doing it this way. And then when people see that, it takes a lot less time, or it's easier, then they're going to want to do it that way. There's a lot of different ways of maybe wording things and being kind to each other to help have the team work a lot smoother. You guys take care. Have a great day.